Zoe glances up and smiles at him, sweet but sharp. You wasted my time, and everyone else's. Don't you think I deserve a little payback? He looks at her like she's dirt stuck to the bottom of his shoe. You got attitude. Zoe laughs and turns around to check the line. There's no one there. Either they've left or moved to another register. She shrugs and faces him, again. I'll get a cappuccino, she says, and a chocolate croissant. The barista rolls his eyes and lets out a long, dramatic breath. Fucking finally. 3 minutes later, paper cup in hand, purse tucked under her arm, pastry bag crinkling in the other, Zoe steps back onto the busy sidewalk. Cars honk. People shove past each other. A cyclist weaves dangerously close to her shoulder. She barely notices. Now that the cafe noise is behind her and she's alone with her thoughts, everything comes rushing back. The hospital room. The doctor's careful words. Zara's blank stare. Zoe wonders again if things would have turned out differently if she were better at making decisions. If she knew how to think on her feet. If she stood firmer on what she wanted instead of constantly second-guessing herself. Alone with her thoughts, the noise melts into the background, leaving only the questions that gnaw at her. Thursday usually means less work and more time to mindlessly scroll through the internet and pretend she's productive. She checks her reflection in the glossy elevator doors and rummages through her purse for her lip gloss. Just as she's about to apply it, the elevator dings and a man steps inside. Zoe studies him through the mirrored surface. Toned muscles are visible beneath his t-shirt. Pale blue eyes that seem sharper than they should be. He catches her gaze. She looks away quickly, but not quickly enough to miss the smirk tugging at his lips. She shoves the lip gloss back in her bag. At 5'10", with long black hair, she considers herself fairly plain. Not ugly, not remarkable, just average. Decent enough that most guys wouldn't mind her company on a rainy night, but not someone who would stop traffic. She straightens her shoulders, refusing to let her insecurity show. The man, Lee Carter, studies her for a beat before checking his watch and looking at her again. He finds her fascinating. He's seen her around the building a few times, always distracted, always lost in thought, yet somehow calm, like she knows where she's going even when she doesn't.